Hello, welcome to my business podcasts. I am Dr Audai from Speak English with draudai.com. In this short podcast, I'll try to shed light on mortgages and how they are affecting our debts. It's a trending topic that it's on the tip of everyone's tongue these days. But how can we deal with it, and what kind of support can be given to borrowers? But first, what do we mean by mortgages? Mortgages are often used to mean a house loan. The borrower goes to the bank, who is the lender, and gets into an agreement to buy them a house, in which the borrower will pay back the money in installments. The bank asks the borrower to sign a legal agreement allowing the bank to sell their house if they fail to pay back their money. The agreement is called a mortgage rather than a housing loan. Now, post the pandemic period, mortgages and the mortgage market have been dramatic and a roller coaster. Banks have raised interest rates in order to reduce inflation. The consequences of such a decision have affected borrowers as inflation rates are increasing. Households are falling behind their mortgages, which is an alarm that action needs to be taken. Based on Statista, it's an online platform specializing in market and consumer data. It says that the annual inflation rate in the United States has increased from 3.2% in 2011 to 8.3% in 2022. This means that purchasing power of the US dollar has weakened in recent years. The problem is that lenders are somehow not proactive, as many households are getting into financial difficulties. Households have been feeling the squeeze post the pandemic, where the cost of living increased and the income is the same. The problem might even be worse with overlending, in a sense when the borrower tries to search for lenders who can buy their debts. That can put the borrower at risk of falling behind for not being able to pay their debt back. The price of homes has jumped so much in the past years. The situation is becoming even more difficult for first-time homebuyers. There is good news about this, however, is that homebuyers can get their loans much more easily than before, as there is little competition. The bad news is that the mortgage is going to be much more expensive than before. What lenders can do then is to be sympathetic to their borrowers. They may provide solutions to save them from falling behind and ending up selling their property. Lenders need to approach their borrowers, study their cases, and see how they can support them. Many households these days are cutting back on essential things such as food and energy. Survival is very important, but with a fixed income and increasing cost of living, the situation might not be easy. This period is even more difficult than the period of the pandemic. The takeaway here is that practical and dynamic solutions need to be thought of. Otherwise, the repercussions can be harmful. I hope you've enjoyed listening to this short podcast. You can find other podcasts on my Facebook and Instagram page, or you can visit my YouTube channel or platform. Just go to Speak English with draudai.com. Thanks for listening to this podcast.